radio show here, the Tim McLoone radio show with my co-host Amy Broza.
Hello.
Yes, we are. By the way, that's an original piece of music. Those exciting 13 seconds are unbelievable that I wrote that. I'm sitting here like I got something to do with the piano. I don't know. Our next guest has foolishly agreed to come here. He was with us once before. I love his bio. It says he's an energetic whirlwind of comedy. Yes. We've never had a whirlwind on before.
It's a very strong wind.
A very strong wind. A favorite in both Las Vegas, Atlantic City. He has numerous TV and film credits, including Boardwalk Empire and My Super Ex-Girlfriend, which was based on a true story, I believe.
Yes.
Yes.
Follow the commas.
Okay. He played the voice for the Kellogg's Mini Wheats.
That's a great
Isn't that a great credit?
Yes.
Yeah, it was the mini week.
Anyway, this is Jeff Norris. Please welcome Jeff Norris to our show.
You? Thank you, sir.
Getting right to it, do you remember what voice you used for Kellogg's Mini Wheats?
Yeah, it was a combination of Joe Pesci and Archie Bunker.
Okay. Which is...
Of course it was.
A lot of people do that.
Sure. They wanted a New York accent, so how can you get better
Well, you
than
want to
that?
give it to us?
I'm sweet and delicious. You're healthy and nutritious.
That's awesome.
That's all the time we have. Thanks
Thank
so much.
you.
Jeff Norris, everybody.
Have a healthy breakfast every morning and tune in to Tim McLoone.
Well, it's morning here, and that's
yes,
what they're doing.
it is. Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope you prayed well for this segment.
Yeah, really. So you were originally discovered at Shakespeare in the Park, I believe.
Yes, I was on the dean's list, and
When this accent is
for
like
cursing
the best.
too much in class. No. No, I've been staying busy. I've been working a lot with the cruise ships. Royal Caribbean has been great, and the charity that's near and dear to my heart is the Troopers Assisting Troops. You know about that?
Well, we're going to talk about that too, but take us back on the cruise ship for a second.
Which one?
Honestly, I don't know I never worked one. What's it like?
Anybody here ever been on a cruise? Yeah? Few people? Fun, right? Sometimes. It depends on when you go. I was on this last cruise. Royal Caribbean called me up. They said, we want you to do a senior cruise. A senior cruise to the Caribbean. I said, high school or college seniors. I didn't know it was like Golden Girls Gone Wild, out to sea. No, I'm not kidding. They wheeled in the audience, all right? The theater sat 2,500 people, but, well, in my case, it slept 2,500 people. Nobody laughed at my act, but there wasn't a dry seat in the house. I don't know how to... Hey, now, bless me, Father. Take it. This segment has been brought to you by Depends. No, okay. No. Every time I put my drink down, somebody put their teeth in it. It was a horrible... It was horrible. It was a theme cruise, you know? And they couldn't do the things like you do on a normal cruise ship, like the belly flop contest or the runner. They played old folks games, you know? Monday they played hide and go pee. That was a fun game. They played hide and go pee. You got to see where they put the entertainers. They put you all the way on the bottom of the ship. They do, like, I'm talking, fish are laughing at you. My room is small. I put my key in the door, broke a window. That's how I started the cruise. My shower had 2 tile in it. I'm not kidding. I took a shower I dropped my soap. This shower was small. I dropped my soap. I bent over. My backside flushed the toilet and turned on the TV, all in one motion. That's when you have a small cabin.
I was worried where we were going there.
No, I'm good.
Sunday morning here on 970 The Answer.
To prove I get along with everybody, I met a couple. I met a couple up on the pool deck. This is beautiful. Celebrating 65 years of marriage, which is nice. And 2 sets. And they were high school sweethearts growing up. They've been together the whole time. And, you know, I was a former athlete, so I have some pins in my ankle from a college football injury. And if I sit for too long, I get up with a little bit of a limp, you know. So the guy said, what's the matter with your ankle? I said, I have pins in my ankle, and I have really bad arthritis. He goes, you ought to go see my doctor. I said, oh, okay, what's your doctor's name? So he says, well, what do you call that long flower with the thorns and the red petals? I said, a rose. He looked at his wife. He said, Rose, what's my doctor's name? So it was fantastic. Now play another song there. Oh, come on, help me out, will you? Thank you.
Hey.
You told me to be clean. What do you want me to tell you?
I know, that doesn't leave much for you,
well,
does
you know,
it?
no. I told that joke to the priest at my church, and he laughed. You ever hear a priest laugh? They laugh. Ha, 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 ha.
Oh.
That's how, unless you're Jewish, then it's a rabbi, and he goes, ha, 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 ha. All right, I'm sorry.
It's true.
Hey, take it easy. This has been brought to you by Grey Goose. Never go on Tim... No, never mind. Go ahead.
You know, it's funny because I'm hoping it's funny. Anyway, Johnny Carson used to talk about when comedians would get together and watch another comic, they wouldn't laugh. They'd go, that's funny. That's funny. Oh, that's a good one.
Right.
Like they wouldn't actually laugh at the joke. You know, it's like, that's all I got. That's my whole reference there.
Thank you for bringing
You're
that.
with the material. I'm
Yeah,
over here
yeah.
just, talking
When I
to Amy.
nod to you, you play the piano. Otherwise, just ask questions.
So what I wanted to ask you about the cruise ships, though, in all honesty, do you have to have all different shows? I mean, you're on. How long is it? An 8-day?
It
14
varies
days?
it varies on what they have you do. I mean, some of them actually, some of the past ships they've had like the Wounded Warrior program and Make-A-Wish Foundation. They get people on board. So sometimes you geared the act special towards them, or then you have a set list. It depends on where they have you. They have you on Welcome Aboard show. You work with the singers and dancers and talented people, and you'll do like a 20-minute introduction, but you got to watch because there's kids in the audience. And I mean, it's not really a challenge for me working clean or dirty.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was a movie, I'm like a PG-17. That's the way I rate my. I don't really think. Not that I'm a prude, but I don't think you have to be filthy to be funny. You know what I mean? You don't need all that. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
I apparently do. So
yes.
I'm just.
Maybe that's why I'm on AM radio. No. Which is good on a Sunday.
Yeah, try to recover from
Yes.
that one. That was good.
Yes,
Since
well-
they're in the audience, that's nice. So you would have to have like 3 20-minute sets that you can do?
Yeah, well, they'll
so
do
you're
a
not
Welcome
repeating,
Aboard,
or-
and then the next night they'll have me do like a late night adult comedy.
Yeah.
They bill it that so they leave the kids in a room, But then you do anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour, and then I have about 2.5 hours worth of stuff.
How much are we getting today?
It's only a 2-hour show.
Oh, so but
And
we're
I
gonna,
heard
we're going to get about 4 minutes.
Yeah, you're going through everything here that we have 14 minutes on this segment. And,
So you should be good.
Yes.
But
You're listening to The Answer, and apparently we don't have it. No, go ahead.
So I do want to ask you about the charitable work you do because it's tremendous, and you have the troopers assisting troops, right? So tell everybody what that is.
It's that gig. How it started was funny. I got a call from Joe Piscopo, who said he's doing this program with the New Jersey State Police for some of the wounded warriors that came home. And this was, now I'm going back about 5 years ago, and we first did the show.
Now, Joe Piscopo, who does the morning show on this station,
Yes.
by the way.
Yes.
On
and-
970 AM. You should listen to him every morning, Monday through Friday. But go ahead.
No, I appreciate the plug. No, but Joe called me up and we did the show, and then when you actually meet some of the soldiers and the troops that come home and realize, what they go through. I mean, there's the obviously injured that are have lost a limb or are scarred, but then you have the post-traumatic stress disorder guys that you really can't see their wounds, but they're really hurting inside, and it just instills in me and proves the fact how valuable laughter is and what it does. When you have these guys that serve the country that come up to you and say, hey, man, I haven't laughed in 3 years. I was doing like Joe Pesci if he was a Marine sergeant, or, Christopher Walken in Afghanistan, different
Oh,
characters.
please, take a shot at it right now. Let's hear it. Come on, don't tease us.
Well, no, like I would just, because the guys are all down, and this is a true story. The staff sergeant introduced me, and he was a real stiff collar. He had more medals on him than anything, and he comes up to me and he goes, when you go up there, you can't be addressing these troops because they're going through a lot of stuff, and blah, 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 blah. So he walked away, and that's how I started the show. I go, you guys got to listen to this jerk every morning? And he was like, yeah. I said, you got to listen to this guy every morning? We're going to wake up at 0500, time to drop your socks and, So I'm sitting there, and I'm saying, this guy, I go, you need celebrities in the military. So I was like, if Christopher Walken ran the Marines and they landed in Afghanistan, he'd get off the helicopter, and he'd be like, wow, it's crazy, really, to be in Afghanistan. Because there's sand everywhere, there's no grass, and it's horrible, and their own sandals, they smell terrible, it's awful. There's no soap or water for miles, and where Pesci would be like, okay, anytime you see anybody with a tablecloth on their head, you shoot them between the eyes. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned, it's Sunday. Okay. No. But, just to bring laughter to the troops, and no, thank you. Yeah. And
I'm not sure all of that should have been applauded, but
well,
okay.
no, I mean, of course, then you have classic. Like TV today, I think is kind of boring. There's not really much good TV. Everybody's so politically correct and wrapped too tight. It's really bad. You can't say nothing. Really? Should we go to commercial break?
No, we're good. Keep going.
No, but I'm just saying, you got to have fun. Like my favorite show of all times was All in the Family. You know, you put All in the Family on now, people will go berserk, you know? Because there's a reason why they call it a White House, Jefferson, huh? All right, take it easy. See? Now watch. Watch the bells go off. It's comedy. Take it easy, will you?
Well, we didn't really want to continue doing this show.
No, this is a one-time shot deal.
It's a one-time.
I saw your contract. Yeah. That's the water from the last show still sitting up here. No, but and we go around. Like we did a show in May in the State Theater in New Brunswick with the Troopers Assistant Troops, and we've also teamed up now since I've last seen you with the program which they're affiliated now, Canines for Warriors. And what we do is we raise money for the guys and gals that come home, and it's amazing. I mean, everybody knows you have a dog. You know how great it is, right? You come home, the dog's greeting you at the door, all happy. Hiya, pal. Everything's fine. Nobody called. I started cooking. You know, the dog's always, but you know your house is safe. The dog is the best, you know, and we raise the money for these troops so they have like a companion when they come home. And,
that's awesome.
And it's nice. And I mean, they're expensive, a therapy dog. They're $10,000 a dog once
Really?
they go through the training. But I mean, I am telling you, every verbal command that you could possibly imagine, these dogs do. And when you could see guys that attempted suicide 4 times because of what they're going through, I mean, you don't realize it. You know, I went to do this show, and they went to give me my check, and I said, I can't take this check. Like, it's taken away from these guys. Like, you don't see, you know, you see a movie, Black Hawk Down or something, and then you're like, then you meet people that the movie was about, and you're saying, wow, like that wasn't just a movie. Like that really happened. Like these are real people that are really, really going through some dramatic stuff that you can't imagine until you meet them. And I have the pleasure, like James Brereton is here now from Troopers Assistant Troops. He's a guy who did 6 tours in Afghanistan for Operation Freedom. And yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
And not to put him on the spot, but James and I met when he first came home. And James went through the program, and he suffered dramatically with the post-traumatic stress disorder. I mean, James was the only survivor in a Humvee roadside bombing out of, I believe, 8 or 9 guys that were in the truck with him. So he went through a lot. And this program, I mean, now he's my best pal. You know, like we've known each other for 4 years, and now James is so involved because he sees what the program did for him. Like, and we do it every September 9th through 13th. We bring severely injured guys home or that are in VA hospitals, because Lord knows how great the VA is. Don't even get me started on that. And we do things for these guys, like, you know, whether it be a simple thing like putting a ramp on their house or having their car handicapped accessible or prosthetic limbs, or just laughter, just making them laugh, you know, just bringing different things to it, and I'm
Well,
blessed
it's
to do
wonderful
it.
work. It really, I hate saying anything nice to you, but it's
No,
really,
you know, I appreciate.
and you're not going to have to worry about the check for this show.
Yeah,
there
because your
isn't
last one bounced
Yeah,
anyway.
the only
I figured.
the only
Yeah.
check you're going to get tonight is for your dinner.
Yeah, Jeff, come do the radio show. I'll give you a free McLoone's whiskey glass with my name on it.
So how do they get in touch with you? How can people find you?
I
if
know. Are
they
you
want
going to
to
validate my parking this time around?
Yeah, would you please?
No, JeffNorris.com, and on Facebook, Jeff Norris Comedian, and Troopers Assisting Troops. That's what I want to ask you to look at before anything about me. It's a program that really cares, and it's Jersey State finest helping out our troops in need. So.
You're the best. Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Jeff Norris,
guys.
everybody.
Appreciate it.
We'll be right back. Thank you, Jeff.